Hi guys, I'm back. What can I say? It's been a couple of months, hard couple of months. Basically, I trapped a nerve in my shoulder, and I've not been able to fish for quite a while. So, just getting back into it. Went out, done a match yesterday, done all right, won my section, got some pennies, but found it very difficult to hold a pole all day and to try and land fish because I'm left-handed. Nerve is trapped in my left shoulder. Still got no feeling in my fingers either, sort of thing. So baiting up, putting things on the hook is a bit fiddly. It's really weird. It's just no sense of grip and very little power. So yeah, it's been a bit awkward, but I'm getting there. I'm getting back slowly but surely. At least the pain has stopped. But to help me through it, if you will, or to help my fishing, I went on a bit of a retail therapy session, which may or may not have been a great idea, but it had to be done. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things I picked up. Well, one thing mainly. The Preston off-box pole support comes in this bag like this. It's not going to stay in here for long because I don't like it. And in there you get your spray bar or your support bar, whatever you want to call it. So I'll put that there for a minute. And you get your two legs that go on each of your front foot plate legs. And your sleeves, insert sleeves for different legs, different style boxes, different legs. So, like I say, it's an off-box support. It will fit 90% of boxes out there, if not more. So it's a good little bit of kit, and it's great for resting your pole on. You know, if your arm's sore like mine, or if you want to bait up, or you just want to put it down, let it sit there for a minute so your float is still static. You're not waggling it all over the place while you reach around for stuff. Anything like that, it is handy to have. Gets in the way a bit if you're in the middle of a match. Yes, it does, because it's going to get in the way of where your keep nets are, putting fish into your keep net, stuff like that. But there are ways around it, just got to be careful, take your time. So what I'll show you first off is your clip arms, or your legs, whatever you want to call them. Now, both of these go one on each of your foot plate bars, if you will, sitting like that, and they are a very strong clipping situation sort of thing. You sleeve that over to your leg, and then it's just a clamp around it. As you can see, they open up, put it around like that, fit, clamp, and that ain't going to move. It will sit solid against it. You get your little sleeves like I showed you. When you get it, mine came in a bag. Now, where did I put it? Here they are. Mine came in a bag inside the packaging here with some instructions and what have you. And they come with a little rubber clip, if you can see that there. It's very hard for me to actually hold that up because it's kind of finicky and small and I can't feel it. So there you go, this little rubber clip. Right? And that fits in. I'll try and open this up and show you if I can. If you look there, fits in there. The two little feet clip into it. And what that is it just enables it to create more pressure when you close it against the sleeve that's on the inside to grip around the leg that bit tighter. Now, fit this when you get them. If you have a Preston box, which is the Inception box, sorry. If you have an Absolute 36 box, you do not need that. This is what it says anyway. It says, take it out, get rid of it. But any other box, you'll probably want it in there just to give it a bit more of a support and clip. So there is that, just bear it in mind. Now these as well adjust. So sitting on your leg, you've got a little bit of adjustment, a little thumb screw here, undo that. And you've got up to that height from there. So that's the height you've got, right, of adjustment. And of course it can go up and down as well on your leg as well. So you've got a range of adjustment with it, absolute range of adjustment. So that sits there like that. The bar, just basically, if you look, it also has a clip like that. See it? Just stick that on like that. And as you can see at the moment, that's how loose it is. Swing around, so you can have it anywhere you want. As soon as I go like that, solid. Ain't going nowhere. It is on there good and stiff. Right? You'd really have to push it to move it. And it'll be the same on the other side. So undo the clip, sit your leg into it like that, put it into position, and that's it. So if you imagine that's sat now on your box, like that, there you go, there's your pole support. You've got your little ridges, sitting your pole in, moving it along and what have you. You can have it at different angles, that's why these will move if I do that. Undo that again. Move it round, so you could have it sort of on your box at different angles, if your feet are closer together, further apart. Ideal. Fishing down the margins, fishing in front of you. It's just somewhere to rest your pole and take that pressure off your arm, or to keep it static and still while you're doing things like catapulting maggots in, or pellets or whatever, searching around for loose feed, or even having a cup of coffee. It's just there for that. So yeah, if you're having a pleasure session or anything like that, going to come in handy. And if you're waiting a long time on your bites and you don't want to be sitting holding the pole all that time while you're putting in a long, arduous session, scratching around for the odd bite. So there's that. Okay, great bit of kit. I would recommend getting them for your box. I had one on my old seat box, but me being me, I am clumsy. I am a bit of a numpty and an idiot and not looking what I'm doing at times. And I lost this section. Don't know where it went. Just disappeared. It was in my bag, then it wasn't in my bag. And then over time, because I wasn't using the legs or anything like that, doing all my matches, not really needing it, I lost the legs. So I had to get the whole thing again. Now this one, which is just the standard pole support, off-box pole support, is about between 35 and 50 quid, depending where you shop, where you buy it, things like that. I got this, I have to say, at Angling Direct, and they have it on offer at the moment, down from $49 to $39.99. So I picked it up there. You can get what they call the Pro Pole support, which is a little bit different, goes together a little bit differently, not that much different, but a little bit different. And that one, I believe, starts at 60 odd quid, and you can get it between £60 and £80, depending, again, where you shop, where you get it, what you want to spend. But for me, I'm not going to be using it every session I go on, but it's there if I need it, it's going to help, so I just bought the standard version. So thanking you for that one. The other thing, I'll just do this one briefly just to give you an idea. I know I'm turning into a bit of a Preston tackle tart here, but this is a Preston box of winders. Sounds simple, sounds standard. Most of you are going to know what the heck this is, what to expect from it. But just to show you what it is, it's good little things, good little innovations as they call it. It's a nice box, it's solid, it's fairly robust, it's not going to break if you drop it. It's going to keep your rigs fairly safe and dry as well. And in this one I've got the, I don't know what size they are, I'm going to say 10 centimetre winders, red winders, and they're a double winder. So 2 clips, if you will, just open it up like that, show you a winder, there's your winder. Right. As you can see, it's got 2 little black bits on here, and these move up and down. And they're your retainers for your loops, basically. So what I tend to do, I make my rigs up with hooks on maybe the day before or whatever, or a week before. Put your hook in a little retaining slot in there, wind up your rig, and then of course your loop that you're going to put to the top of the pole to your Dacron or your connector can go on those black sleeves. And of course it means you can move it up and down. So you don't have to have one of those rubber straps that you retain it with. You don't have to have it measured up to the point. You don't have to stretch your line, which can cause it damage, especially if you put shot on it or anything like that. So great little idea. And these winders can take 2 rigs, double side. That's why there's a black one on either side, a little black adjuster on either side. So if, like me, you're going fishing in an area where you might want to fish, say, down the margin or down the track or whatever like that, but you might want to fish it 2 different ways with 2 different types of floats or 2 different rigs, 2 different strength lines, and put them both on the one winder, and label your winder, which is why I bought a little labelling machine. Say, you know, just for argument's sake, Lake 4 at such and such, 8 foot of line, the size of hooks you've got on each float. So say I've got a Preston fine float, I might have a 0.11 hook length with a size 16 or 18, and then on the other side of it I might have a, say, maggot float with a 0.13 Drennan maggot hook on it, something like that, and have them both on there, both are fishing the same area on the same winder but different approaches. So yeah, it comes in handy for that. Great little box, loads of like winders in there. I think there's 12 in this one, or 14. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. 14 winders in this one, so that's 14 separate rigs, or 28 if I want to double up. They fit most floats. This is the size I've got on these winders are for your average float length. So for argument's sake, what that one there, that's the Preston fine float. Zoom in like that, you can see how big that float is. Full length of the winder, which is about 6.5 inches sort of thing, 6 inches. So yeah, perfect. You can buy them in different sizes, these boxes. They do a yellow one, which is short little rig winders, and that is like, how can I put it, it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 like that, or maybe 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 like this, and you get loads of rigs in there. Great for your little dibbers, margin floats, things like that. And then you could get one that's really long winders, and I'm sure they go like just the length, which is great for like your bolos and your pencil floats, especially deep floats, things like that that are heavy things. Good for that. Great natural venue just down the road from me here that I'd use that for. So yeah, these, you get them on average, I don't know what price, anything from $12 to $18.99 I think they are for these boxes. I got mine on eBay, $12.99. Not going to argue with that. Works brilliant. So yeah, a couple of things. Review that I've not done in a while. So I am around, I am back, but I've just not done anything because of what's gone on with me. Like I say, I've been in and out of the docks and the hospital trying to get sorted, been in agony. But getting back slowly. On top of that, I've still got my pole review to do on the 301. I've just fitted it with some pole nose bungs, so it's all protected and everything, but I've just not been able to do any filming with it. I couldn't hold it at full length at 14.5 meters. My arm wasn't letting me do it, so I thought I'm not going to bother doing the review until I can show you it fully out, what the sag is like, what it's like for striking at full length and that. So if you see if there's too much wobble, to me I think it's perfect for the price of it. For a sub £1,000 pole, brilliant, but I'll show you that then. So there you go, lads, that's where I've been, what I've been up to, and how things are progressing. So talk to you all again soon, and I'll see you on the bank. Tight lines.